the net.
All right, Bob, appreciate that. I do have it up and am monitoring. My internet is very weak out here in the rural area of the county, so I normally don't do well logging with it. It normally crashes on me, but we will be trying to monitor and follow along. All right, folks, as you know, this is net intent on promoting encouraging use of station-to-station 2-meter simplex operation, so spread the word and let's increase the activity. This is a directed net. We make all calls to net control. It's for direct traffic. Please remain in good amateur habits here. We'll start with general check-ins. We ask you to give your full name, full call, and station location. And we will run through those and go county by county and move in a format around the area and go further and further out, see who all we can get in. If you hear somebody I do not, simply reply relay. And then we will come back and pick up a relay. But we do ask that you have a good enough copy to be able to get their information for us, because when you give the relay, we're going to go back to you and ask you to pull that station in and give us their information. Once we've gone through all the check-ins, I'll ask anyone that'd like to make a call to anyone on the net, or simply call. We'll recognize you can proceed up to 3 calls to see if you can reach a particular station. After that, we'll open it up for any ham radio related questions, technical radio equipment, antennas, how to program, etc., or any ham radio experiences anyone would like to share. Maybe you've got some rare DX this week. I saw somebody, I believe, worked in all states recently. We'll let them talk about that. And then fourth, we'll open up for announcements before closing the net. Alrighty, again, my name is Ken, Kilo Echo November, call sign Kilo Bravo 5, Yankee Bravo Indian, north central Johnson County, about 10 miles west of the town of Burleson, out here just west of the Chisholm Trail 1902 intersections, 3 miles south of the Tarrant County line. All right, before we go into our county-to-county check-ins, do we have any first-time check-ins this session? If this is your first time to join us on the Simplex net, please come with your call sign now, please.
November 5, Bravo Zulu Oscar, Jim in Haltom City, Texas.
All right, I copy November 5, Bravo Zulu Oscar, Jim in Haltom City. Do we have any other first-time check-ins this evening? Any other first-time check-ins for the Simplex net? All right, Jim, well, let me personally say welcome to the net, and thank you for coming by, dropping in with us tonight. If you will, tell us a little bit about your station, what kind of radio and antenna you're running, how much power, and that'll let everybody kind of judge what they're doing with their signal.
Okay, I'm running a Kenwood, a dual bander into a ground plane antenna. Not up very high, but it's up a little ways. Not on the tower, I just got a little small tower on top of the house, and but all I'm running and running high power on it right now. I think it's 50 watts, I believe it is. And I hadn't talked on it in a long time. It's preamp V71 Kenwood, what it is, old dual bander. And I got it several years ago and just love it. And talk on both bands occasionally. And I found out this net was on today and this evening, so I just joined it there. Go ahead.
All right, Jim. Well, I'm talking on a V71 myself right now. It only puts out about 35 watts, and I'm kicking it into a Mirage 5016 and showing just a hair over 100 watts out right now into a ground plane about 35 feet in the air. So appreciate you. Sounded good there tonight. Come back and join us every Friday night at 8 p.m. Mike's the normal net control operator. Taking a little vacation and off tonight, so I'm filling in, so please don't judge the net by me, but glad to have you in here and appreciate it. Says KB5YBI. All right, that's all the first-time check-ins. Do we have any upgrades? Anybody with an upgrade license they'd like to tell us about? Anybody with an upgrade tonight to come in for the Simplex nap? Alrighty, I'm not hearing anything again, folks. Y'all hear something, just call me and relay, and I'll come back to you. Alrighty, I'm going to pull a mic on this, and I'm going to start with my home county tonight. So we'll see how many folks we have here in Johnson County. We'll knock them out of the way, then we'll start in a big circle around and go out as we can. Johnson County stations, come now, please. Any Johnson County stations wishing to check into Simplex Net?
Kilo 5, Echo Golf Mike.
All right, I copied Kilo 5, Echo Golf Mike. Good evening, sir. Is your name, location, and what's your station set up?
Oh, handle here is Charles. We've got a FT-1802 Yaesu feeding a 5/8 wave of about 45 feet. I guess we're running about 30 watts. We're located just west of the town of Godley, just north of Risty Aerodrome. Handle here's Charlie. And we're not hearing too good. Conditions not real good for my receiver, I guess, tonight. But thought I'd check in and just let you know we're still kicking. K5EGM back to net control, KB5YBI.
All right, Charlie, good to hear you down there. Yeah, I've got you. You're pecking my meter, so a good 40 over or better here on my little ground plane, but we're not 10 miles across the pasture from each other. So thank you for coming in and joining us tonight. Any other Johnson County stations before we move along? All righty, let's move up to Tarrant County. Any Tarrant County stations?
Kilo India 5, Foxtrot Lima Echo.
Whiskey 5, Lima Tango Zulu.
Kilo Echo 5, November Golf Mike.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Uniform Sierra Yankee.
Whiskey 5, India Charlie Kilo.
All right, that time I picked up Kilo India 5, Foxtrot Lima Echo, Whiskey 5, Lima Tango Zulu, Kilo Echo 5, November Golf Mike, Whiskey Alpha 5, Uniform Sierra Yankee, and Whiskey 5, India Charlie Kilo. Are there any other Tarrant County stations wishing to check in?
Yeah, November 5, Bravo Zulu Oscar. I checked in earlier, but I'll do it again.
All right, Jim, appreciate it. Any others in Tarrant County? All right, we'll come back around and pick y'all up in a minute. How about Parker County? Where are Parker County stations at?
Whiskey 5, Bravo, November, Kilo, Walt.
KJ5MA.
All right, I'm picking up Whiskey 5, Bravo, November, Kilo, and Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Alpha. Any other Parker County stations? All right, how about Hood County? Where are Hood County stations at tonight?
Kilo 5,
Quebec. K5, Echo Sierra Victor.
All right, I picked up Kilo 5 out of Lima, Quebec, and Kilo 5 Echo Sierra Victor. Any other Hood County stations? All right, how about Somerville stations?
Whiskey 5, Mike Lima Delta.
Whiskey 5, Kilo Bravo Tango.
All right, I picked up Whiskey 5 Mike Lima Delta and Whiskey 5 Kilo Bravo Tango. Any other Somerville stations? All right, somebody real loud on my end in there. Can I get a relay on that last station? Last station, try again. Let's see if somebody can pick you up. All righty, I want to assume nobody picked that up, didn't get any relays, and I'm just barely getting any meter reading to tell anybody was there. Stand by with us, maybe conditions will improve and you can try it again in a little bit. Let's try Bosque County. Who do we have in Bosque County tonight? How about Hill County? We have anybody in Hill County?
Relay question.
A relay question, go ahead.
I just want to verify, we're not supposed to be relaying people we hear off of the 444-925 frequency, are we?
I personally don't have a problem with it. If they're trying to check into the net, I know that's the remote receiver they're using. Is it not up north of it, or is that the one down south of us?
Yeah, Roger, it's the one over there on Chalk Mountain. Oh, KI5FLE, by the way.
All righty, did you have somebody that was trying to check in when we called for Somerville County that's hitting that one?
Well, there was a Kilo India 5 Uniform Mike Juliet, Bobby, and I believe he's in Coryell County. I'd have to look that up. I don't know if he can copy me or not.
All right, you said that was Kilo India 5 Mike Lima Juliet, is that correct?
No, Uniform Mike Juliet.
Uniform Mike Juliet. Boy, I messed that one up. Yeah, Kilo India 5, Uniform Mike Juliet. If you can hear net control and you're trying to check in, go ahead and try it again. Let's see if we can get you checked in with a relay.
I've got to turn the other radio down. It's Bobby and Arnett. I'm not sure if that's Coryell County or not, but Arnett's the city name.
All right, appreciate that. Appreciate the relay. We do have him checked in. We'll show him there. All right, we didn't get a response out of Bosque Hill. How about Ellis County? Any Ellis County stations tonight for the North Texas Simplex net?
Relay.
A relay, go ahead.
Jack in WC5WC. Wiley down there at Walnut Springs, he checked in and out there. W5 and L.
All right, Whiskey Charlie 5, Whiskey Charlie, Walnut Springs. I did not hear him. Thanks for the relay. Got him in and out. All right, any Ellis County stations? Any Ellis County stations? Come now, please.
Kilo 5, Whiskey X-Ray Yankee.
I picked up Kilo 5 Whiskey X-Ray Yankee. Any other Ellis County stations? All right, what about Dallas County? Any Dallas County stations wishing to check in tonight? This is KB5YBI net control for the North Central Texas Simplex net. Here every Friday night, 8 p.m. on 146580. Let's check Denton County. How about Denton County? We have any check-ins up in Denton County tonight? Any relays? I'm hearing nothing. All right, let's go ahead and do Wise County.
Kilo India 5, Lima Echo Tango, top indicator.
All right, Top. Let's just go ahead and do your normal thing. Run the circles around you up there, and let's see what you can pull in for us tonight, if you will, please, sir. KB5YBI, giving net control over to KI5LET.
This is KI5LET assisting net control for the North Central Texas 2-meter simplex net. Looking for any stations, especially to the north: Denton, Cook, Grayson, Montague, Jack County, Clay County, Wichita, Archer, Young County. Anybody anywhere can hear this station, would like to check into the net tonight, please come with your call. Okay, I picked up Jerry, Kilo Fox 5, Victor Bravo Lima, and Graham, Young County. Any other stations? Looking for Ray in Montague County. Come with your call.
KI5NYT mobile.
Okay, I heard KI5NYT mobile station. Any other stations? Okay, we got Gary and Albert, Kilo India 5, Uniform X-Ray Foxtrot. We're coming right along. Any other stations want to check in? Come with your call.
Whiskey 5, Bravo, November, Kilo.
Okay, there's Walt, Whiskey 5, Bravo, November, Kilo. I think we already have you checked in, but we'll check you in again. Any other stations anywhere would like to come with your call now? Any relays? Any relays? Okay, nothing else heard. Thanks, Ken. This is KI5LET, back to net control.
All right, Tom, appreciate that. Appreciate you giving it a round for us. All right, was anybody I don't know if you mentioned it or not, we got anybody in Palo Pinto County? Anybody in Palo Pinto County wishing to check in? All righty, how about Erath County? Any stations in Erath County would like to join us tonight? Good evening, Phil. I got you direct there. Yes, we did have a big one over here on the west side of the county today. All right, copy the relay for Whiskey 5 Mike Hotel Whiskey from Kilo Golf 5 Hotel Tango Hotel. Phil, we do appreciate it. Yeah, that fire there is, about 5 miles to my west. I've been watching the smoke this afternoon, some of the reports there. So everybody do be careful, even though we got a little rain in some places yesterday. It's still a high fuel danger out there, so appreciate everybody being careful with it. And Bob, I didn't repeat some of those from you a while ago when Top was relaying. So we had Kilo Fox 5 Victor Bravo Lima, Kilo India 5 November Yankee Tango, and Kilo India 5 Uniform X-Ray Foxtrot. Those last two, Kilo Golf 5 Hotel Tango Hotel and W5 MHW relay from Erath County. All righty. Anybody else in Erath before we move along? All right, it's going to be a stretch for me, but how about Eastland? Eastland County, Comanche County, Hamilton County, anybody in those areas? We have any relays? I'm hearing nothing from Eastland, Comanche, or Hamilton. All right, K5 Whiskey X-Ray Yankee Gary over in Ellis County. You want to take a shot on the east side there, see if you can get anybody out of Kaufman or Navarro, anybody in that direction, please, sir?
Well, I'm on the beam pointing your way. I could go to the other radio and go to the vertical.
If you want to try, that's fine. If not, just say so, and we'll move along.
All right, let me go to the other radio.
All right, anybody in Kaufman or Dallas County or Navarro County or anything east of Ellis County wants to check into the Simplex net tonight? Anybody wanting to check into the Simplex net tonight out in Kaufman County, Navarro County, anything east of Ellis County? Okay, I'm not getting anything, and I don't know if you can hear me on the vertical or not.
Gary, I got a good strong copy on the vertical. Got you about an S7 and good clear audio, so we appreciate you giving that shout. Just trying to cover all the bases, and I don't have quite the elevation in the station Mike does, so we'll try to use some of you guys on the perimeter to help out a little bit. Mike, W5MLD down in Somerville County. You want to throw a call that way, see if you can pick anybody up from the south?
Yeah, no problem, Ken. This is Whiskey 5 Mike Lima Delta assisting net control for the Friday night meeting Simplex net. If there's anyone within the sound of my voice south of me or southwest, southeast, give us a call sign now, please. Well, Ken, that would be a big zero for me down here. Anyway, we'll turn it back to you. W5 and LB.
All righty, well, it seems like we're running through this awful quick tonight, but we're going to go back now and just let everybody say hello, give us their name and location, since we did the check-ins. Go back up Tarrant County, Kilo India 5, Foxtrot, Lima, Echo. Good evening, sir.
Well, good evening, Ken. Good hearing you tonight. Yeah, I think the band's kind of up and down a little bit tonight like it has been lately. I did want to mention, this might be something you want to relay out, but over there at that fire today, I was listening to it, and 154.28 is what they call V-Fire 21, and 151.475 is another Texas A&M forestry fire frequency for air to ground, and they had a lot of aircraft out there today dropping water on that thing, and it was kind of interesting throwing those in the ham radio and listening to those, you know, just I don't know what else to really say tonight, so I'll turn it back over to you, YBI KI5FLE.
Well, how about a name and location?
I guess that would help. My name is Brian, and I'm in Lake Worth, Texas, and currently I'm just operating on my ID 5100A that's in the living room on a Tram 1480 antenna that's up about 30 feet. Not pushing any extra power other than the 50 watts that's in the radio, and that about covers me, KI5FLE.
All right, Brian, appreciate it. That gives everybody an idea of what they're hearing and how far out. And yeah, they had 3 of the Air Boss aircraft out there today pulling water up. They came down out of Mineral Wells, so they had 3 of them flying out there today and got a good hold on that thing pretty quick. All righty, Whiskey 5 Lima Tango Zulu. Name and location and equipment report.
Hey, good evening, Ken, and everyone on the net. Thanks, Ken, for being net control tonight. That's awesome. Right down the road. This is Matt, Whiskey 5 Lima Tango Zulu from Crowley. My equipment today is the IC 9700, running 100 watts. Antenna's a CX333 up at about 35 feet off the ground. Nothing's really changed since I've given a station report last, but I know it's been a few months, so good to run it off again for maybe some folks that hadn't heard that yet. Send it back to you, Ken. W5LTZ.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. Kilo Echo 5, November Golf Mike. Name and location.
Hey, Ken, Trey, Southwest Fort Worth, KE5NGM. Still on the Yaesu 991A and the old Mirage 3016. It looks like we're putting out a little over 150 watts tonight, and I'm up at about 30 feet, elevation of about 814 feet, plus the 30. But other than that, that's about all that's going on with my station. About the same, just enjoying the net, and glad to come back around and give a signal report. Everybody seems to be coming in all right. I couldn't pick up the real distant stations, but Ellis County Station, you were doing pretty well on your vertical up into Southwest Fort Worth, and was able to hear the Hood County stations, which I normally can't. That's about it. KE5NGM, back to net control.
All right, Trey, appreciate it. Good to hear you hearing the ones you normally can't. This is Kilo Bravo 5, Yankee Bravo India net control for the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net, here every Friday night at 8 p.m. Whiskey Alpha 5, Uniform Sierra Yankee. Name and location for us, sir.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Uniform Sierra Yankee. Mike, North Richland Hills.
All right, Mike, sounded great down here in northern Johnson County. Appreciate you being there. How about Whiskey 5, India Charlie Kilo?
Good evening. Thanks for letting me check in. W5ICK, name's Bob. I am in southwest Tarrant County, probably halfway between Crowley and Lake Pembroke area. I haven't been on the radio much. Still recovering from my surgery, but I'm getting there, so I'm able to get up to the radio more now, so hopefully I'll start checking in this net more. And that's it. I'm hoping to get an HF antenna up this weekend, so that's kind of my goal. Anyways, that's really all I got going on. I'm on a 9700 GP9 at 20 feet where I'm at, so. And IC 9700 is running at 50% right now. Back to net, W5ICK.
All right, Bob. Well, welcome back in. Take care of your health and come see us again. Good to have you in here, but I wonder why you're so strong and quiet. You just crossed the pasture a few miles from me. I'm 10 miles west of Crowley and Burleson myself, so I'm just south of the line. Apparently you're just north of the line, so howdy, neighbor. Good to hear you. All right, November 5, Bravo Zulu Oscar.
Hey, it's BGO. Thanks for letting me check in. Appreciate it. My rig, as I said earlier, is a Kenwood V71, TMV71, and don't have it up very high, just above the house. A little push up there just above the house a little bit. Seems to be working pretty good. I couldn't hear everybody that checked in, but I could hear most of them. and handles Jim here in Haltom City. And it's good to hear some other local hams around the area, North Richland Hills, Fort Worth, checking in. And glad I found out about the net, and glad I could check in tonight. Every Friday, I understand, at 8 o'clock. So I wrote it down, so maybe I can get in every Friday. I'd appreciate it. Thank you much. N5BZO, back to net control.
All right, Jim, glad to have you in here. Yes, sir, every Friday night at 8 p.m. Right now, I'm only showing about 22 check-ins. Sometimes there's twice that many, so it'll be interesting to come back and see what you can find, who you hear in here. I appreciate you being there. All right, well, you did it. Whiskey 5 Bravo November Kilo. Walt, go ahead, sir.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Man, you're doing a good job on the net. I'm in Springtown working on a Yaesu 3200 DR, running max power on it. That's about it. Stay cool. Have a good one. W5BNK.
All right, sir. Appreciate it. Sounding good down here. And then I'll call it Joshua. That's my mailing address. Like I said, I'm 10 miles out of town. Any way you go. So good to hear you in there tonight. All righty. How about Kilo Juliet 5 Mike Alpha?
Yeah, good evening, Ken, and everyone on the net. Thanks for running the net, Ken. We're using a little different station tonight. We're using a Kenwood TM281, running about 70 watts out to the Diamond X700, but it's only up 10 feet. So anyway, we need to figure out how we're going to get it up a little higher. But anyway, that's all for tonight, Ken. Back to you. Thanks, KJ5MA.
All right, how about name and location for the new folks that don't know you?
Okay, name's Mac, like in Mac Trucks, and we're located in Annetta, eastern Parker County, about 5 miles or 4 miles south of Willow Park, Texas. So in between Fort Worth and Weatherford. Yeah, back to you, KJ5MA.
All right, Mac, appreciate that. And that's 70 watts at 10 foot, pegging my meter here. I'd say south of Benbrook Lake, north central Johnson County. So it's working well for you. All right, next we had Kilo 5 Lima Kilo. Name, location, and equipment, sir.
Well, good evening, kids. This is KK5LQ. About 2 miles southwest of the square in Granbury. Name's Kelton. Kilo Echo Lima Tango Oscar November. Running the same station I have been since I first checked in, which is a TM281. I'm guessing at putting out around 50 watts. The Diamond X50 up about 40 feet. So, it all sounded good. I'm not hearing so good. Thanks for running. Back to you, KK5LQ.
All right, Kelton, well, you sounding good here in northern Johnson County. Got you about an S8, S9 there, and good audio with it. Appreciate you. Kilo 5, Echo Sierra Victor. Your turn. Name and location, and how much power and what type of antenna you running. Kilo 5, Echo Sierra Victor. Are you still with us? All right, maybe he moved along, got distracted a minute. We'll see if he comes back. Somerville County, Whiskey 5 Mike Lima Delta. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Ken. Good evening to you and everyone on the net. Name here is Mike. Down here in the low elevation of Glen Road, down here not just about 2 blocks off the square. Anyway, running the FT-991 Alpha, top deck 200 watt amplifier, X510 at 42 feet. And here in a few stations, actually heard Top a little bit this evening earlier when he was making a few calls there. So conditions are not terrible, but they're not too great. Anyway, with that, we'll turn it back to net control. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Whiskey 5, Mike Lima Delta.
All right, Mike, appreciate it. Sounding good down there in Glen Rose. All right, what about Whiskey 5 Kilo Bravo Tango? Take a turn. Let us know who you are, what you're running.
Good evening, Ken. This is Kelly, Whiskey 5, Kilo Bravo Tango. I have a Yaesu FT-991A into a Top Tech 200-watt amplifier and a Diamond X700 at about 20 feet. And yeah, the conditions are fair at best. Hearing a few, not getting a bunch. Back to you, Ken. W5 KBT.
All right, Kelly, good to hear you. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Yeah, I'm writing all these names and call signs down again myself, see if I can remember a few more of them than I have today. All righty, that brings us into Kilo India 5 Uniform Mike Juliet. Bobby, go ahead, sir. That's the one that was relayed in. Anybody hear him out there? All right, we had WC5WC that was in and out from Walnut Springs. Gary down there in Ellis County after making a call for us. Kilo 5 Whiskey X-Ray Yankee. You mentioned going between the Beam and the Omni and the different radios. Share with us what you got, sir.
Well, good evening to you and everyone on the net. This is Gary, Golf Alpha Romeo Yankee, located about 5 miles north of Waxahachie in wonderful unincorporated Ellis County, where I can do what I want to without any city people telling me what I can and can't do. So currently I'm on the Yaesu FT-991A. I think it's an 80-watt output, 2-meter only radio, and that is connected up to a 10-element beam that's side-mounted on the tower at about 55 feet. The other radio is a Anytone tri-bander, and I'm using hardline to feed that, and it's going up to a whatever that CX333 is, a Comet. It's a tri-band antenna. It doesn't seem to, I don't know if it's the radio or the antenna, but I copy on the beam a lot better. Got the beam pointed towards Weatherford so that I can work Mike, and I heard the station down south and heard the one up north. Heard most everybody tonight, but not everybody, but most everybody. And I think I heard somebody say they wanted to put up a high-frequency antenna. I'm good on QRZ. If they need some help, just look my call sign up, and the email address is there, and it's good. And it goes to my iPhone, so I'll see the email right away. Got to work Saturday morning, but I'll be done by 11 o'clock. So if they need some help on the HF antenna, just give me a shout. Kilo 5 Whiskey X-Ray Yankee, Waxahachie.
All right, Gary, appreciate it. Well, I got you an S9 on the beam, and did get a signal report on you on the Omni when you switched over, but still had a good, strong copy on you on it. So we got a line between us. It's working well, and appreciate the offers there on the antenna assistance. Maybe you'll get a call there. This is Kilo Bravo 5 Yankee Bravo India. My name is Ken, serving as net control tonight and guest operation for your North Central Texas Simplex net. Next on our list, we'll give it back to him. Kilo India 5 Lima Echo Tango. Top, take your turn.
Okay, Ken, thanks. Yep, we're in central Wise County, halfway between Decatur, Paradise, and Boyd. I'm running an ICOM 9700 at about 100 watts. The meter showing 85 is actually getting up there to a Comet GP9 at about 45 feet on top of the pole barn. I'm hearing most stations tonight. Walt was the strongest, 10 over. Mac, your signal came up on that new radio. You did something. It came up to a 5.5. Trey was a 5.8. Brian was a 5.8. And Ken, you're a 5.6 tonight. Good, strong signal, more than normal. Couldn't hear Wiley. Tried, but couldn't get him. And I got Jerry at about a 5.2 out in Young County. And I'm hoping to get Gary, UXF, again when he comes around his turn. I want to try to get his station or his rig information. He's also here in Wise County. So here in most stations, having a blast as usual. KI5LET, back to net control.
All right, Tom, appreciate it, and always appreciate your assistance there. And speaking of Jerry out there in Young County, Kilo Foxtrot 5, Victor Bravo Lima. If you can hear us, come now. If he doesn't respond, Tom, go back to him.
Okay, I didn't hear him. Jerry, KF5, VBL, this is KI5LET. You're still on the frequency. Okay, thanks, Jerry. Ken, all he says he can hear me, and Hotel Tango Hotel is the only two stations he's been able to hear tonight. Everybody else is just static. But he got Phil in Erath County. He must have a path down there. KI5LET, back to net.
All righty, thank you, sir. And I just realized I think I messed up a while ago. If I remember right, and you was checking in, I heard you had Kilo India 5 November Yankee Tango was a mobile station. Was that correct? If so, let's see if we can get him back in here if he's still around and hadn't driven away from us. Should have gone back to him the first time. I missed that.
I think you had him in order. He was right after Jerry. Kilo India 5, November Yankee Tango. Are you still on the frequency? Nothing heard. He must have dropped off, but I had a good, strong copy on him. Weak signal, but a good, strong copy on him when he checked in from Tarrant County, Fort Worth.
All right, Tom, appreciate that. Yeah, when you relayed him in his mobile, we should have gone back to him right then, and I messed up. Appreciate you, though. All right, how about Kilo India 5, Uniform X-Ray Foxtrot? You can hear us? Come back and name and location and equipment, sir.
Okay, that was one of my check-ins also. That's Gary and Alvord. Gary, this is KI5LET to KI5UXF. You still on the frequency? Yeah, just give us your rig information tonight. We've got you in Alvord. Just want to know, you go by Gary, I'm assuming, and what's your rig information? The radio, antenna, power, height above ground level, etc. Okay, he's not hearing anybody but me, but he's got a TYT 9800 putting out 33 watts. He's using a disc cone scanner antenna at about 20 feet. I'm getting a good signal on him here, but we're pretty close. And, that's his rig for tonight, and I've got a clean signal on him. 5-4, Gary. KI5LET, back to net.
All right, appreciate it, Tom. So that's Gary and Albert. Kilo India 5, Uniform X-Ray Foxtrot, 33 watts into a disc cone at 20 feet. Well, it's obviously getting out and working for him, but we're not going to hear him down here in Johnson County with that, but we appreciate him being there just the same. All righty, let's see. Well, Phil was, I think he was in and out there, and he relayed Whiskey 5 Mike Hotel Whiskey. So that's the end of my list. This time we'll open it up just anybody, anywhere. This is a North Central Texas Simplex net. Any station, anywhere that would like to check in, come with your call sign now, please.
November 3, Delta, Mike Echo.
K5, Delta, Charlie.
Relay.
Kilowatt Baker 5, Whiskey Baker.
Kilo India 5, Lima Sierra Tango.
Kilo Foxtrot 5, Delta Lima Foxtrot.
Whiskey India 5, Mike Romeo Whiskey.
All right, let's hold on there a minute. Let's make sure I got these correct. I picked up November 3, Delta Mike Echo. Good signal on you tonight from up here in the mid-cities. I picked up Kilo 5, Delta Charlie. Kilo Bravo 5, Whiskey Bravo, I believe that one is. I didn't get it written down. Kilo India 5, Lima Sierra Tango. Kilo 5, Delta Lima Foxtrot. And Whiskey India 5, Mike Romeo Whiskey. Are there any corrections on those?
Kilo Foxtrot 5, Delta Lima Foxtrot.
Ken, you missed one.
All right, Delta Lima Foxtrot. Come back to me one more time. What did I miss?
Ken, this is W5MLD.
It's Kilo Foxtrot 5.
Over there around Bluffdale, he's trying to check in.
Okay, hang on, Mike, just a second. The Delta Lima Foxtrot station got covered up. Come back, give me the correction again.
It's KF5, not K5.
Kilo Fox 5, Delta Lima Foxtrot. All right, I appreciate that. Sorry about that. Mike, MLD, you had a relay?
Yeah, Kilo India 5, Oscar Sierra, over there in Bluffdale, trying to check in.
All righty, appreciate that. Kilo India 5, Oscar Sierra. Any others at this time? Anybody, anywhere that can hear me, like to check in? Come with your call sign now.
KC5, Kilo 5, Mobile, Tango, Golf, Foxtrot.
All right, I caught the Whiskey 5 question mark Whiskey at Lake Whitney. Lima Whiskey, okay, I knew I should know that one. Any others, anywhere, or any other relays?
Kilo Charlie 5, Alpha Kilo Bravo.
All right, picked up Kilo Charlie 5 Alpha Kilo Bravo. All right, let's move back up here. November 3 Delta Mike Echo. Name, location, what kind of power and antenna you running tonight?
Hey, hello to everybody, and thanks for picking me up, Ken. I'm in eastern Euless, pretty close to the big airport. I'm running my 50-watt Yaesu FT-991A, and tonight I've got that element, that 3-element, or actually it's a 5-element Yankee now, pointing direct west. I'm hearing almost everybody at least coming in here S3 and up. There's some folks that I never hear anyway, so I'm saying I'm getting about 50% coverage tonight. And again, thanks for picking me up. Thanks for running the net. 7-3 to everybody. N3 DME.
All right, and I missed it. What was the name there? I should know it, but I don't remember.
The name is Dave, Delta Alpha, Victor Echo. Back to you.
All right, Dave, appreciate that. Like I said, I know I should know it. We've talked before. All righty, Dave and Euless with 50 watts and a Yagi pointed west and hearing pretty well. We do appreciate that. All right, Kilo 5 Delta Charlie. Name, location, and equipment status.
Well, good evening, everyone on the net. Name here is Dwayne, and I'm located in Springtown, running a Yaesu FT-991A, about 80 watts, to a tram 1481. The top of it's about 50 feet. No change, I guess, since the last time I had the opportunity. And incidentally, I heard KG5SLQ Mobile trying to check in. It's K5DC.
All right, what was that mobile station that was trying to check in?
5SLQ, I'm not sure of the prefix.
Kilo Charlie 5, Sierra, Lima, Quebec.
All righty, got the Kilo Charlie 5, Sierra Lima, Quebec. If you can hear me, come now. If not, let's see if we can get a relay for him before he drives away. Do we have a relay?
I'll try. SLQ, are you still there? I'm not hearing him now. He was full scale earlier. I guess he went away. K5DC.
Yeah, 5LST, I heard him a second ago.
All right, we have him logged in. We're showing Kilo Charlie 5 Sierra Lima Quebec Mobile checked in. We'll see if we can get a better report from him back in a minute. All righty. Next on the list was Kilo Bravo 5 Whiskey Bravo. Go ahead.
Kilo Bravo 5 Whiskey Bravo. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm on a tram dual bender at 20 feet above the ground here in the Mid-Cities area by Bell Helicopter. My name's David. I'm running a Yaesu FT-991A and a RM Italy LA250. And it's putting out about 260. It's in a good mood tonight. So this will be, last night I used it, I've sold it to AI5BU in Eastland, so won't have this next time. But enjoy it tonight one last time. KB5WB, back to net control.
All right, David, appreciate you being there. Sounding good up here in the Mid-Cities. All right, next I had Kilo India 5 Lima Sierra Tango. Your turn.
Kilo India 5 Lima Sierra Tango. This is Joe. I'm in Gordon, which is in Palapino County. I've got a Yaesu FT-991A running 50 watts into a Diamond X700, the bottom of which is at 20 feet above the ground. That's about all I got to say. Kilo 85 Lima Sierra Tango, back to net.
Well, Joe, I think I've heard you relayed in from out there at Gordon before, but I have you at a solid S9 and very strong readable audio here in northern Johnson County tonight. I believe that's a first for us there. Like I said, the call sign sounds familiar, and I know we've had relays from Gordon, but don't believe I've ever talked to you directly. So welcome to northern Johnson County. Appreciate you being there. System's working good tonight. Again, this Kilo Bravo 5, Yankee Bravo India net control for the North Texas Simplex 2-meter net. Next on the list, Kilo Fox 5 Delta Lima Fox. Go ahead, sir.
Kilo Fox 5 Delta Lima Fox. My name is Gary, and I'm running a Yaesu 991A on a vertical antenna about 25 feet to the base, running 50 watts.
All right, Gary, where you at?
I'm in West Fort Worth.
All righty, West Fort Worth. Well, that give everybody an idea how far they're hearing you from. Appreciate you being in there. Now, I've got one of those 991As sitting over in a box. I'm going to have to get that thing hooked up and use it on here some night myself. All right, appreciate you being there. Now, we'll move along. Whiskey India 5, Mike Romeo Whiskey. Good evening.
Good evening, Ken. Name here is Mike. They call me Mike 13 since we had so many mics on the different nets. I'm about halfway between Joshua and Godley, probably a hop, skip, and a jump from you, just off of 917 out here between the two little towns. And I'm running an ICOM 9700 with a Comet GP 6NC vertical at about 60 foot in the air, running about, I guess I'm running 100 watts exactly right now, it looks like, so other people might be able to hear it. I know it's probably blowing you out of the place, but other than that, good being on the net tonight. Thanks for having me. Appreciate all of you fellow hams out there. You're doing a great job. Back to you, Net.
All right, appreciate that. If you will, Mike, go ahead and give us your call sign there at the end, and we'll consider that an official clear.
Roger, Roger. It's Whiskey India 5 and Mike Romeo Whiskey. Back to you, Ned. Thanks again, Ken.
Alrighty, and yeah, you're pegging mine out and making the radio vibrate up here on the shelf. Real strong signals, close as we are. All right, how about Kilo India 5 Oscar Sierra? Take a turn. Gonna need a relay.
Relay.
And go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Ken, that's Kilo India 5 Oscar Sierra. His name is David over there in Erath County, just outside of Bluffdale. He's running FTM-3100, about 65 watts, pushback. Whenever you came in, then that's a relay. It covered up what antenna he's running, but he's got it pretty low over there. He hasn't got a full setup yet. They're just kind of getting settling in, but he joins us on the 4-7 machine some, but that's David over there. He checks in sometimes on the net here, but he was kind of good over here about an S9 here in Glen Rose. So that's net control. Whiskey 5, Mike Lima Delta.
All right, Mike, appreciate that. Well, I guess he heard me. If he tried to respond to me, I could just barely tell there was anybody down there in the noise. But David, out in Erath County, Kilo India 5 Oscar Sierra, welcome in. Thank you for being there, sir. Appreciate it. All right, next we had Whiskey 5 Lima Whiskey down at Lake Whitney. All right, John, appreciate you being there. Got a good copy on you down Lake Whitney. All right, this next station's a feller I might be a little bit more familiar with, local. Kilo Charlie 5, Alpha Kilo Bravo. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Ken, and the rest of that. The call is Kilo Charlie 5, Alpha Kilo Bravo. Running a 991A at about 45 watts here locally out of Fort Worth there, southern Fort Worth there, right on the edge of Airman there. Antenna is a tram at about 15 foot in the air, their temporary setup. With that, we'll turn it back to net control. Kilo Charlie 5, Alpha Kilo Bravo. Excuse the feedback from another radio.
All right, Rick, South Fort Worth, Harriman Forest Hill area, 45 watts in the 15-foot Omni. Appreciate it, Rick. Thanks for being there. All righty. Let's see, this one was mobile. I don't remember if we got him. Kilo Charlie 5, Sierra Lima, Quebec. Let's see if anybody can get a copy on him this time. Anybody hear him? All righty, it's his KB5YBI, guest operation for net control, Johnson, or the North Texas Simplex net. Well, I'm at the end of the list, so we'll throw out another open call. Anybody, anywhere that can hear this station wish to check in, come with your call sign now.
Kilo India 5, Hotel X-Ray Kilo.
Kilo 5, Tango Golf Foxtrot.
All right, I picked up Kilo India 5 Hotel X-Ray Kilo, and then I picked up a Kilo 5 Tango Golf. Tango Golf Station, try it again. Everybody listen for me, I might need a relay.
Roger, roger. It's Kilo 5 Tango Golf Foxtrot. Kilo 5 Tango Golf Foxtrot.
Kilo 5 Tango Golf Foxtrot. All right, while we got you in there so we don't lose you, go ahead and give us your name, location, and what type of setup you're running.
Roger, roger. Name is Greg, Golf Romeo Echo Golf. Location is Bedford, Texas. Running a Kenwood TM281. Pushing about 65 watts on a small little antenna on top of the roof here.
All right, Greg, copies you in Bedford, running 55 watts and antenna on the roof there. Appreciate it. Got a fair copy on you here in northern Johnson County. Audio's just above the noise level, but welcome in. Appreciate you coming to see us. All righty, we'll step back up. Kilo India 5 Hotel X-Ray Kilo. Go ahead, sir.
This is KI5HXK. My name is Keith. I'm located in southwest Tarrant County. Running the ICOM 9700. I have a GP98N antenna, and it's off about 25-26 feet or so at the base. Nothing else really new to report. Back to net control. KI5HXK. Clear.
All right, Keith, appreciate it. Welcome in. Wondering where you were. I know you're normally a regular on this. And good copy on you tonight. Appreciate it. All righty. Well, before we make another call, I'm just going to go ahead and we'll move it into what is section 2 here on our deal. Do we have anybody that would like to make a call to see if you can get hold of a particular station? Anybody wishing to make a call, give me your call sign and we'll turn the frequency over to you for a minute. All righty, then we'll go to section 3. Any ham-related questions, technical topics, anything radio-related somebody'd like to bring up? All right, anybody with some fun radio stuff this week? Anybody complete any awards qualifications? Anybody talk to the space station when it passed a couple of nights ago, or Rare DX? Anything you'd like to share? All right, Bob, if y'all will, those watching Netflix, or good gosh, Netflix, I'll ever watch Netflix, NetLogger, if y'all give me a county count right quick before we shut down here in a minute. Right now I'm showing 34 check-ins, plus Bob and myself, so 36 overall on the net tonight, but I haven't been able to keep up with the counties as I'm writing this stuff down. Goodness, we have anybody with any announcements for the net tonight? All righty, not hearing any there. Would like to take a moment to remind everybody again, even though some places got a little rain yesterday, as Phil alluded to a while ago, had about a 400 or 500 acre fire out here in western Johnson County this afternoon. So my understanding is it started with a car fire on the side of the road, set the ditch on fire, and took off in the pasture. So everybody be safe, be careful, watch for dragging chains or anything on your trailers. Definitely don't be throwing any cigarette butts or anything hot out, or if you're working, cutting, welding, please be careful and have water handy. Things are still dry and dangerous out there, so keep our firefighters in mind. If you feel like you need to do something to help, grab a case of water, take it to your local fire station, drop it off for these guys so they have something to cool off with while they're out there. So got people to take it to them, but sometimes they could use some water and different things to help them out. So. Alrighty, with that, I'll make one last open call. Anybody anywhere that wants to check into the North Texas Simplex net, come with your call sign now, please. Alrighty, not hearing anything. KG5SQJ, were you able to get that county count for me?
Yes, sir. This is KG5SQJ. We indeed had a total of 36. You probably didn't count yourself or me. We had some good relays in tonight. I want to thank everybody that helped me with AIM messages and giving me information that I could not hear at my station. That was a big help. That was, let's see, W5ICK Bob, and let's see, KI5LST Joe. And let me see, I think there was perhaps one or two others that helped out, but I'm not sure. Forgive me if I left you off the list. We did have a total of, I did see a high number of 15 folks that also checked in through NetLogger. So I think that about covers it, KG5SQJ, back to net.
Bob, how many counties do you have on your list?
You would ask that. 2, 3. Holy cow, we got Bear County in there. 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9. About 13 or 14.
All righty, good deal. I'll give everybody an idea. I know that'll be posted on the Facebook page earlier. I failed to mention that. There is a North Texas Simplex Facebook page if you'd like to look that up. And there's always some good follow-up information guys put on here with signal reports and such as that. Bob, thank you for running the net and logger tonight, and appreciate everybody's relays and the stations out there that threw calls out for us. We thank you. We invite everybody to come back again next week for this evening, July 15, 2022. I'll say thank you, good night. Appreciate everybody letting me run net control tonight, and appreciate everybody dropping by and participating. Don't matter who's running net control if there's nobody out there to check in. It's a short and useless net. Thank you all. Have a great week. Stay hydrated and stay safe in the heat. I'll close the net at 9:10 local time. Thank you, everybody. It's Kilo Bravo 5, Yankee Bravo India.
Great job, Ken. Thanks for the net. KI5LET.
Appreciate it, Top. I enjoy doing it.
Thank you, Ken. Sorry I was late. I had a birthday to go to.
Hey, no problem. You're not late. You made it. You're there. But those birthdays are important. You got to take care of family and friends. KB5YBI.
Great job tonight, Ken. W5 and over.
Thank you, sir.
Great job, Ken. KG5SQJ clear. Fantastic job tonight. I appreciate you giving me the extra info for those that I couldn't hear. We did a pretty fair job of keeping up. KG5SQJ, I'm clear. 73, sir.
73, sir. Thank you for your help. KB5YBI.
Good big net. KB5WB.
Thank you, David.
How many check-ins did you have? I just now got back on.
We had 36 on-the-air check-ins and relays. Looked like there was another 15 on NetLogger from either 13 to 14 counties. They're still tallying it up.
Man, that is good. That is good. Does this amplifier sound okay? I just took the other one out and put my old Mirage back in.
Yeah, you're fine.
Cool. Thank you, sir. KB5WB.
Yeah, you're picking my bar up here, and good clean sound to it.
Good deal, good deal. Thank you, sir. Okay, it's not much power, 130 watts. It's a 160, but it's tired and old. KB5WB.
Yeah, same thing. I'm running this Mirage B3016G. Supposed to be 160 watts, but we had to replace the finals in it, and they're not quite as strong. So, kicking 35 in right now, I'm getting right at 100 out. It was showing about 110 earlier, but as it warms up, it seems to fall to about 100 watts even. So, I'll take it. Better than 35 out of the radio. KB5YB.
You got that right. You got that right. KB5YBI. All right. Good deal, man. KB5WB.
KB5YBI, this is KI5LET. Count 14 counties. Bob could confirm that. And maybe a new county, Coryell County. I don't remember that one before. Maybe a new county. KI5LET.
Well, appreciate it, Top. I'm not positive, but I want to say we've had Coryell in there before, maybe through a relay, but it seemed like I've heard them talk about that one. I may be mistaken. Maybe somebody else can clear it up, but good long shot anyway. Whether it's a first time or a second time, whatever, it's a good shot down there.
It's going to look good on the map tonight.
Gatesville's in Coryell County. That's the one that was relayed in through the Chalk Mountain repeater.
Yeah, all right, appreciate that.
W5ICK.
Or are you at W5ICK? I forgot.
Southwest Tarrant County, between Crowley and Lake Benbrook.
Gotcha, okay. Yeah, I'm just fiddling with this Mirage, see how it's working here.
Hey, W5ICK, are you the guy that wants to put up the high-frequency antenna?
Yes, I am, but it's basically going to be just a wire that I'm going to be hanging from a tree, so it's not going to be a real difficult thing.
Well, I've got a MFJ antenna tuner thing if you want some help making sure that you got the thing the right length for your resident on the frequency.
All right, well, I appreciate it. I've got an antenna analyzer too, but yeah, I'll keep that in mind. You're a WXY down in Waxahachie?
That I am, and I tell you what, I put up my tower all by myself because back then I didn't know anybody.
Yeah, that's rough. That's real rough.
I did have my the HR lady where I worked. She felt sympathy for me, so she and her husband came over and helped me put the beam up. But I put the tower up myself.
Yeah, I used to do that, not for a living, but I worked at a TV repair shop when I was in college, and I had a side gig where I would put towers up for people because we were kind of out in the country. So yeah, but I'm too old to be doing that now.
Yeah, tell me about that. I'm too old to be working in warehouse in this heat.
Yeah, next week's going to be brutal too, I see.
Well, if it's this bad in July, it's just going to be even worse in August. I mean, I just can't imagine.
Well, remember 2011? Every day in July. And I thought it was every day in July. They're saying it was only 30 days, but I thought for every single day in July it was over 100 degrees. So it's kind of looking that way this year too.
Well, I thought it was 1980 where they had the heat wave. Like 42 consecutive days over 100.
Yes, sir. That one went all of July and into August. 2008 and 2011 were both pretty competitive years, but 1980 was the big one with the 42 consecutive days.
But there was more than that for 100-degree temperatures, but 42 in a row.
Correct. I think there was 60-something overall, 42 of them consecutive.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't want to relive that, but it's kind of odd that it's so hot this summer after we had such a cold snap this winter.
Well, if you'll think back, we had that vicious summer 1980. New Year's Day 1981 was a vicious ice storm. Shut Fort Worth down for a couple of days. Lots of power lines and trees. So, yeah, went from the hottest summer on record at that time to a hard winter storm. I guess they go together.
Well, that winter storm where we were last year, where we had all the snow and ice on the ground and we were below zero for so many days and below freezing even longer, I think that took the wind out of the sails of all of these global warming people.
Now they're calling it extreme climate now. So they just got another word for it. W5ICK.
In 1980, I was working a drilling rig in Throckmorton, and we were getting 118 degrees that summer on the ranch. It was brutal.
You know, it wouldn't be so bad if it was Arizona where it was really dry, but that ain't the case here.
WXY, Waxahachie, are you hearing me okay? KB5 WB. Still playing with this Mirage amp.
Yeah, I just have a bar graph. I don't have a meter, so I can't tell you if you're 5'9" or not, but I can count the number of bars.
I got you. I got you. I'm hearing you real good, about S7. And drove it up a little bit harder now. I got to look at the front of it. It says 30 watts in, so I've increased the power to 30 watts in, and now it's making 150 watts out.
Well, I believe I'm going to come into possession of a VHF amplifier here pretty soon. I had an uncle that was a ham since the 70s. He became a silent key, and my aunt has offered me a bunch of his old equipment, and she sent me a list of everything, and I think there's a VHF amplifier in there.
What kind is it?
You know, I'd be lying if I told you anything.
Okay. I got you. All right. Thank you for the report down at Waxahachie, KB5 WB.
Well, I can turn the other radio on and can give you the vertical. The vertical's sitting at 65 feet, the base of it anyway. And the beam is about 55 feet side mounted on a side mount and pointed towards Mike. So let me switch over to the other radio. Okay, now I'm on the vertical, and the Anytone, which I think is only putting out 50 watts. I think the Yaesu puts out 80, and of course it's a vertical CX333. I think it's a Comet. Like I said, the base of it's at about 65 feet.
They're pretty similar. This one is one S unit lower than the other one.
I'll echo that. S9 on the beam, S7 on the Omni. KB5YBO.
Okay, which one was it? YBI, what'd you get?
S9 on the beam, S7 on the Omni.
Yeah, I'd like to get the beam up higher, but there's no space. The mast isn't long enough, and I had it shoehorned in between the 20-meter beam and the vertical, and I don't think there was enough distance between them, so I ended up taking it down and side mounting it on the tower. At least with it on the
on the mast, I could rotate it.
I've got a 20-foot mast, I'll say, for, it's a thick wall aluminum, real tough, for $150. It's 20 foot long.
Who's this? Who's got the mast for sale?
KB5 WB, Kilowatt Baker 5 Whiskey Baker.
Yeah, I'll have to get with you on that. I don't know when, because I got to work tomorrow. You know, they're working us like dogs, I'm telling you. I like to say they work us like rented mules, because you wouldn't work your own mule like that.
Okay. I'm on QRZ, and 9 out of 10 people have my phone number, so I'm not hard to get. Of course, I'm always on the NCTC.
Okay, well, that sounds like a pretty good deal. I'll probably take you up on that. I got to spend all this money I'm making in overtime. This week it'll be 16 hours of overtime. They got us working already 5/10s Monday through Friday, and that ain't enough, so they want us to come in and work 6 hours on Saturday.
There's so few people that work in our society. Those of us that do have to carry a lot of weight.
Yes, I would agree with you on that, and don't get me started on that subject, because it's really, really easy to make enemies. There was a guy on HF I used to talk to forever and ever and ever, and one day the story turned to politics, and I just could not believe what he was saying, and it just disappointed me so much, and I didn't like him anymore. I didn't talk to him anymore, so to save that from happening, you know, I try to keep religion and politics out of the conversation.
No kidding, no kidding. You know, 20, 30 years ago, nobody cared. Nobody was interested in politics. Nobody cared. Now, 18-year-olds at least pretend to care.
Well, what I always say to people when they start complaining about things, I say, well, did you vote? And they say, well, no. And I say, well, then shut up. Because if you didn't vote, you ain't got a say in it. Now, if you voted, then you've got the right to bitch and complain all you want because you participated in the process.
I'll back you on that one 100%.
I guess you don't talk on 80 meters because that's all they talk about on there, W5ICK.
No, 80 meters is hard for me. I put up a wire, but it was really only 20 or 30 kcs wide, and you know, so I don't get on 80. But yeah, I've heard it's a bunch of old men rag chewing. Of course, I'm getting to be the old man status at 63.
All right, I'm going to bid you guys adieu. I'm going to go try this thing on sideband. Thanks, everybody, for the checks here with it. KB5 WB.
I'm going to try to remember who's got that mask because I'll forget, and then if somebody doesn't remind me, then I won't ever go over and buy it.
Kilowatt Baker 5 Whiskey Baker, KB5 WB David.
What was it?
David, KB5WB, Kilowatt Boston 5 Whiskey Boston, are kicked, not kissed anymore, but kicked by 5 wild blondes.
Okay, KB5WB. Have I ever met you?
What's the first 2 letters of your call?
K5WXY.
Well, you know, it's very familiar, and I know we've talked, if nowhere else, here on 5/8, but I cannot put a face on you at this time. I do go to Belton every year. I went to a little Irvingham Fest, and I went to The one in Louisville.
Well, I went to Belton and Irving, but I didn't go to Louisville.
I usually have on a cowboy hat, but not always. 90% of the time, if you see me at a Hamfest, I got on a cowboy hat, though.
So where are you located?
I live in Eastland, but I work in the city a lot. So I have an old beat-up, run-down mobile home and a trailer park over here. The Fort Worth shop is at 820. That's where you'd pick it up. Is at 820 and Trinity Boulevard.
So you're in Eastland now?
No, I'm over at the little Fort Worth, the little abandoned substandard RV park over here.
Yeah, okay. I didn't think you were in Eastland because I'm on the vertical and I've never worked Eastland on the vertical. I've done it on the beam.
Yeah, I've got 10 elements at 65 feet out there, and I can hit a lot of people with that thing.
Well, I've got 10 elements side mounted at about 55 feet, but the problem is I'm in a hole here. I'm only like 570 feet, and so I'm really down in a hole. So that's the only bad thing about where I'm at is it's low.
I got the same problem here at the Fort Worth house. Eastland, I don't have that problem. I'm at 1,385 feet at the bottom of the tower. All right, I got to run. KB5B. Got to go run down the hall.
All right. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'll get with you on the mast later. K5WXY, Waxahachie.
Sure wish you guys here to enjoy a big old bowl of this homemade Big Red ice cream with me.
Is it Bluebell?
No, sir, it's homemade. It's Eagle brand and Big Red. That's all there is in it.
Oh, I'm too lazy to home make anything unless it's got something to do with the radio.
Well, you just got to have the right inspiration. The radio got your attention. We had a big family get together and birthday party last night, and got a little left over. So when the net shut down, I went and grabbed me a bowl out of the freezer.
Well, I can't tell you how many years it's been since I even saw anybody churning ice cream in one of those ice cream things. We had one when I was a kid. We had one that had a motor, but we also had one you had to hand crank.
Yeah, I bought a hand crank one at an estate sale when my oldest kids were little. I thought they had to have the fun. They had to see what it was like to sit on it and crank that handle. But yeah, we got a couple electric ones now.
Yeah, it's amazing how that works. You know, put the ice in there and you put the salt and and all that. It's pretty neat. I don't know who thought of that. I don't know who invented that, but I guess back before refrigeration. If you wanted ice cream, that's how you did it.
Yeah, so many things that seem foreign to us now that, was natural then. So many folks now do a lot of this stuff, and it's got away from it because it, we got all the amenities and luxuries now. And, yeah, it's be a rude awakening for some folks to ever lose that.
I agree. People are lazy. Somebody was talking about nobody wanting to work anymore. And that's true. We can't get anybody to come in and work. I mean, the warehouse is hot in the summer. It's cold in the winter. I mean, I've been there so long they pay me decent money, but, I get 4 weeks of vacation a year and all that kind of stuff. But the temps come in and they don't stay.
Yes, sir. I see it all over town, and a lot of restaurants and stuff local here, and in the DFW area that are shutting their nights down, closing earlier than they used to, or not even being open on Sundays or something because they can't get enough help.
Yeah, I've seen a lot where the drive-thru is the only thing that's open. They don't open the lobby because they don't have enough staff to have the lobby open, which is a shame. And of course, I blame a certain person and his policies for that.
Well, there's a ringmaster and there's a whole bunch of performers in that circus. Yeah, I understand. Like you said, we'll just be kind and leave it at that. I think if we could evacuate Congress and all the official offices and start over with a new batch, we'd be better off.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that. I want a bumper sticker that says, "Don't blame me, I didn't vote for him."
Well, you know why they can't drop a smart bomb on Washington, don't you?
They're not smart enough?
There's nothing there to attract it. There you go. I heard that one several years back, but anyway. Yeah, I've heard it said for years, you want to change the country, change Congress. President takes a lot of blame, but it ain't all him, and there's bad guys on both sides of the aisle.
Well, we owe these high gas prices to current policies, I'll just say that.
No argument here. And since I drive for a living and my gas bill has doubled in the last 2 years, yeah, it's a sore point. KB5YB.
Okay, gentlemen, well, the alarm goes off at 3 a.m., so I guess I better get my butt in the bed. Even though we only have to work 6 hours tomorrow, it's a long 6 hours. It's better than 10, but it's still 6 hours. So nice net tonight. Real good job. I know we didn't have our normal complement of people, but it was a good night and a good net. We'll talk at y'all later. K5WXY Waxahachie.
All right, Gary. Yeah, it's bothered me a little bit there first. It seemed like it took off some kind of light, and then we got that big group at the end, pushed it up, made me feel a little better. But I enjoy doing it. I know Mike gets tired of doing it every week. As much as you enjoy it, it's nice to have a break. So I'm glad we could help him out. Y'all take care, stay hydrated and safe out there in that hot warehouse. We'll catch you next week. KB5YB.
Well, at least Net Control could hear me, and I could hear Net Control consistently, because usually he's up and down, and when he's down, that's when he comes to me, and when he's up, he don't come to me. So that's always been the problem, and I'm just in a hole. I just need more height, and that's what I need. Power's not going to help me. I need height.
I understand. Yeah, if you're driving at the side of the ground, don't know how much power you got. You got to get up above the horizon. So anyway, anything we can do to help with Alex, so holler. I've got a couple of tower sections out here. I'm hoping to get stood up myself this summer, but been delayed on it for several years now, and I'm getting anxious. So I appreciate your situation. KB5YB.
Well, if you need any help, I'm always willing to help anybody. I like tinkering with antennas and towers and things, so I just enjoy it. Just the only problem is it seems like when I need help, it's crickets chirping in the night. But oh well. K5WXY.
Yeah, maybe we can change that this next time around. Keep us informed. KB5YB.
Well, you do the same whenever you want to put that tower up or anything. Let me know. I really enjoy doing that kind of stuff, so I'm always willing to go anywhere to help anybody with an antenna or a tower.
Will do. Appreciate it. KB5YB.
All right, K5WXY.
KG5SQJ. This is KI5LET.
Hello, Top. This is KG5SQJ.
Hey, Bob, great job. Don't do what I did about 4 times and forget to close the net. They get on to you about that. Great job, by the way. It got hot and hairy, and you just kept right on rolling. I was impressed. KI5LET.
Well, boy, I will take that as a severe compliment. Thank you. Coming from you, that's important. I got lucky and didn't make too many errors when it got fast there towards the end, and got most of them, and but I got help from some others too. So it really makes it tough when I can't hear the other guys, and you know how that works. And yes, you're right. They do get on to you if you don't close the net. Right now, I'm trying to do some cleanup on the data. I'm taking the before I save this to the profile file, I want to do some cleanup. There were some edits in there on the remarks, like me being net logger and Ken doing net control, that I had put in the comments. I don't want to save those to the profile file, so I'm going to delete those before I do the save. Also, dang it, Bob, can't remember his call sign, ICK. Well, I've already taken him out. He did not want to save his change to his remarks on the profile, so I've taken that one out. I'm going to look up a few of these call signs and see if I can maybe clean up some of the data before I save it, and then I'll shut the net down. But thanks again for the reminder, and thanks again for the kudos. Went a lot smoother than I expected there for a while.
Yeah, okay, it was very accurate. You're nailing it, and you can clean it up. Now, what I've done in the past is close the net, and it's still all there. Everything's there. You can still edit it, do whatever you want with it. It doesn't go away just because you close the net. So you can make all the edits you want and then save the check-ins and save the profiles for the ones you want to save afterwards. Yeah, I don't know what it seemed like. They just started getting on to me after about 2 hours. That took forever to clean it up. And I was still working on it. They go, oh, close the net. I'm going like, well, I'm not finished. It's like, well, you can still work on it after you close it. So anyway, I could be wrong about that. It's kind of scary, but I know what you mean. But anyway, great job. I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad we get you 1 week out of 5. I really appreciate you. KI5LET, we're clear.
Okay, Tom. Very welcome. Glad I could help. And yeah, I knew I could shut it down and save it. I've done that before. As a matter of fact, that was one of the edits I sent you a copy on the what was it, K5ASE, I think. That didn't get tabbed in, and so I got that and saved that into the profile before I ever started the net. So, well, actually, I had started the net and just briefly to get that one to go and force it to go get the QRZ data and put it in there for him. So, but yeah, I knew you could do that. I just didn't think about it when I was going through this. So, anyway, thanks again for the kudos. Appreciate it. Worked well, and hopefully I can keep that pace up in the future. I'm scared to death. Like, oh man, you did a good job, Bob. They're going to expect this every time. You know how that goes. All right, Top, take care. Have a good evening. 73 KI5LET. This is KG5SQJ. I'm clear.
Go ahead, Jerry. KF5VBL, this is KI5LET. Yeah, I got a 5.5 on Joe, KI5LST. I had a good signal on him, but I'll let Ken know. KI5LET. KB5YBI. Just heard from Jerry, KF5VBL. He could not hear you tonight. He only heard a few stations, and he couldn't hear the 310 repeater either. So just to let you know, KI5LET.
All right, Tom, appreciate it. Yeah, I hear Jerry every once in a while, but not every week. And so it's I figure when I hear him, we've got real good condition. That's a long stretch for me to him though, but appreciate you being there in between. KB5YB.
Okay, Jerry, he got the message. KF5VBL. This is KI5LET. We're clear and monitoring. Yes, sir, we didn't get any help. The Hepburn forecast showed all kinds of stuff was going to happen. Tropospheric ducting, it just never happened. The APRS map is just showing some light enhancement over the area and up towards you and out down toward Abilene and San Angelo right now, but what they forecast just did not happen. But anyway, still just as much fun as always. I had a blast. KI5LET. I've got you real clean S2, but just perfectly clean audio. No problems, no noise. Yeah, I'll be waiting for that pizza. Just pick us up at the airport and head for the pizza restaurant. Sounds great. I got to see your tilt over. KI5LET.